Jeffree Star had to take legal action after an interaction with an upset hater. On January 25th, Jeffree Star posted a video titled "Reading Savage Hate Comments in ASMR." So before we get started, I'm really excited to say we have a sponsor. Thank you so much to Clue for sponsoring today's video. If you don't already know, Clue is a free app that helps you learn how your menstrual cycle affects your body and mind. The app features a period tracker and birth control reminder. With these features, you can track changes in your skin, hair, energy, cravings, mood, and cramps. It's amazing to track for a few months and start to see the patterns. It also comes in handy for your next gynecology visit, so your doctor can better assist you. Clue is great for trans men and non-binary people who want to track their periods. If you're a trans woman, you can use it to keep track of symptoms relating to your hormone treatments. Clue is a great tool to learn more about our body and be better prepared with customizable reminders for your next period, PMS, and ovulation. However, I will say that Clue is not a contraceptive. If you want to avoid pregnancy, it's important to use a form of birth control. You can also check out helloclue.com for more health info. To download Clue, click on the link in the description box or search Period Tracker in the App Store and choose Clue. Okay, now back to the tea. Jeffree basically read hate comments he received on YouTube and Instagram in the ASMR style. In the video, he explained,
"I don't take this serious, and I don't want you guys to either. If a complete stranger on the internet needs to get out these feelings, like I said before, baby, come on, bring it in. I will be your sponge. Abuse me, call me whatever you want if it makes you feel better about yourself."
The majority of people who watched the video reacted positively. But the next day, Jeffree shared this upset tweet. "I just woke up to a YouTube privacy complaint on my new ASMR video from one of the dudes who called me a disgusting. He wants his username removed from my video so people don't find out he's homophobic. Can't relate." He also addressed the issue on Snapchat.
Y'all ready to hear this? Y'all see this email? Dear Jeffree, this is to notify you that we have received a privacy complaint from an individual regarding your content. So I clicked the time of the video that this person said that their privacy is violated, and it's their screenshotted comment, their public comment, calling me a disgusting. I don't really see how that works. So this person wants their name removed from my channel that I screenshotted, them calling me a slur. So what, you don't want your friends and family or people at work to know that you're homophobic? So you filed a privacy complaint against me?
The following day, Jeffree tweeted this. "Imagine making a public homophobic comment against me, then trying to make me remove it. My lawyer is gonna die laughing when I call him on Monday. We will show I'm legally in the right and fight it, but I had to share how dumb people are." Jeffree explained in his Snapchat that a lawyer must be involved when dealing with a YouTube privacy complaint.
My lawyer is gonna have a fucking laugh on Monday when I call him about this, because I actually have to fight it, or YouTube could take down my content if I don't respond, which I'm gonna respond. I'm just like, not really seeing the logic here, sweetie. A public comment, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a lawyer. I will ask Monday morning, but girl, I'm like, you already degraded me. Now you wanna keep going now. What do y'all think about this?
The majority of people agreed with Jeffree. LMAO, people have no problem being homophobic online until they're called out, LMFAO. If you're publicly homophobic, you don't get to complain about having the right to privacy. Commenting rude opinions on someone's content thinking you won't be noticed doesn't change your opinion when you're called out. He made a choice to do it, so can't relate. He posted the comment publicly. "I don't see a problem with it being displayed publicly. LMAO, so he just watches your videos to leave hate comments? Can't relate. Don't be nasty in public, and you don't have to worry about it. He said it publicly, he can suck it. If he thinks he is so right, he should stand by his word." These people don't seem to realize that fear they feel is the worry of people finding out they did something wrong. People need to realize there are consequences for their actions. You can't say or do something and then be appalled when someone calls you out. People think that the internet allows anonymity, but come on people, don't say things that may come back to bite you in the. But some people had an issue with Jeffree showing the person's username. By putting it in a video, a bunch of people can and most likely will go after them. Nothing is solved that way. I have also never seen anyone do a hate comment video and leave people's usernames in before. I'm not sure why he didn't just edit them out. And someone called Jeffree out for his past mistakes where he said insensitive things. It's funny considering Jeffree had to pretty much do an entire mini-series for people to consider him worthy of forgiveness for saying very similar things. In the end, Jeffree ended up removing the comment from his video, which YouTube makes possible through YouTube Studio, allowing you to trim the existing uploaded footage. Jeffree hasn't publicly commented on this, I just happened to notice the missing comment when rewatching this video. Does this mean the hater was in the right? Not necessarily. Jeffree may have edited out the comment because it was causing more negativity after putting him on blast on Twitter. So, what's the big issue? There's two. The fans who encourage more drama between internet personalities, and the act of keeping tabs on people you hate. A lot of Jeffree fans were saying things like, "Drag him! What's his username, baby? We'll destroy him for ya." It's counterintuitive. I know it's tempting to want to get revenge on someone who puts you or your idol down, but what does that really accomplish? It just brings you down to their level, and you end up causing even more drama. It doesn't solve the problem, it makes it worse. Jeffree already did the right thing by reaching out to his lawyer. That was a professional move. It would be petty and hypocritical to invite fans to send hate to a hater. But what about the hater? Why are they so invested in Jeffree Star when they hate him? According to AJ Marsden, an assistant professor of psychology, one reason we hate is because we fear things that are different from us. According to this theory, the hater fears Jeffree's sexuality, so he acted out in aggression. This dives deeper into the conversation of in-groups and out-groups. Behavioral researcher Patrick Wanis explains, hatred is driven by two key emotions of love and aggression. One, love for the in-group, the group that is favored, and two, aggression for the out-group, the group that has been deemed as being different, dangerous, and a threat to the in-group. As Jeffree pointed out, this person is homophobic, so their in-group would be heterosexual people and their out-group would be homosexual people. But why do haters keep up to date with Jeffree if they hate him so much? Psychologist Sean O'Connell explains, we might feel that they have wronged us in some way, that we can't challenge them, or that we're holding on to some unfinished business with them. It can be jealousy, envy, resentment. A significant factor is comparing and contrasting, especially in social media. This is known as hate following, and many of us do it without even knowing. For example, Natalie, an anonymous source, explains, I suppose it's a bit of a pastime, really. I love a bit of a gossip, and deep down, if we're being honest, we all like to think that we're better than other people. When I see someone write something stupid online or post something that's blatantly photoshopped, I guess I feel a bit smug, like, look at this dope. I never do something like that. And this is the common argument for many people who hate follow. An anonymous agency exec explained, on a good day, it can feel like a healthy corrective or a palate cleanser after a frustrating day at work. It's a nice reminder not to take everything so seriously. A lot of us think hate following is harmless fun, but it's more harmful than you might think. Many of us might be able to relate to this experience Natalie had. She said, a friend pulled me up on it recently actually. She said I'm always giving out about someone on Instagram or somebody I had an argument with on Twitter, and that it's draining to listen to. I hadn't noticed just how negative I was being until she pointed it out. I don't know, maybe I should stop. And this opens up an even bigger concern. Not only do you create a toxic environment around you, you also harm yourself doing it. Cardiologist Cynthia Thake explains, toxic emotions can lead to serious health problems. Even one 5-minute episode of anger is so stressful that it can impair your immune system for 5 hours. And in the long run, this can lead to more serious health issues like heart attacks and strokes. Assistant psychology professor Jay Van Bavel argues, on one hand, it might make people feel better in the short term or even come to see the perspective of a foe. On the other, if it fuels an existing unhealthy obsession, then I doubt it's healthy. So, how do we solve this problem? Sean O'Connell explains, once you start focusing more on you and less on other people, in my experience, they fade into the background. And there's a lot of truth to this statement. Why spend so many hours stalking people you hate and sending them hate comments? Does it make you feel better? Even if it does, it's counterproductive. It's a negative way of building up your self-worth. Instead, try focusing your energy on people and things who inspire you to be a better you. As researcher Scott Barry Kaufman says, inspiration increases well-being. And at the end of the day, we need to think before we act. As Sean O'Connell says, now think about the time you've spent on this. Does it contribute to anything meaningful? Does it create harmful ways of treating yourself, like comparing and contrasting, talking to yourself negatively, influencing your perceptions of day-to-day life, etc.? In essence, is this habit or action something you can look back on and say, I'm glad I spent my time doing that?